This is Smallzy Surgery.
Hey, what's up? This is Morgan Evans.
Sometimes you gotta kiss somebody in the back of a cab or on a subway train.
In Smallzy Surgery on Nova.
Let's get a little day drunk.
Hey, on the show tonight, he's back in the country. This is not the first time since like pre-COVID. You came back definitely in between, right?
I think so.
Yeah, I swear I saw you maybe tinkled into town one time undercover, but he's back in the country playing shows. Morgan Evans in the building, everybody.
Hey.
He's the prodigal son that went to America and did good things. Welcome home, sir.
Thanks, mate. It's good to be back.
How are you? How's life?
I'm doing great. We've been back in Australia for a week and a half, and I spent a few days on the Sunshine Coast last week in between shows. That was beautiful, and the whole kind of the headline dates of this tour kick off. So
exciting.
I'm pumped for it.
Yeah, the solo tour, it starts this week, but you did the Gimpy Muster thing on the weekend.
Yeah.
That was, what was that? Describe that for me. When you're looking out, what do you see at the Gimpy Muster?
That's like welcome back to
Utes?
Australia on steroids.
Yeah.
It was really cool. My whole band and crew are American too, so I brought them over. They've been to Australia before when we came last year, but the Gimpy Muster was next level Australia, and
they were like, wow, we've never seen this version of Australia before.
It's such an institution, man. It's such a joyful Australian event, and they broke all the attendance records this year for it.
Yeah, didn't you? I heard you broke the attendance, like your show, broke you.
Well, we got to play the Saturday night.
Yeah,
so, yeah, it was pretty special.
Congratulations.
Man. Yeah, thanks, man.
And can I just say also congratulate? I mean, not that you are country music, but you're the one repping country music in front of me right now. Country is huge.
Yeah. It's
Did you
cool,
ever
man.
in your wildest? I mean, I think we've spoken about this a number of times over the years. It's like, it's like, I'm going to go to America and be a musician, and what are you doing? Country. Oh, okay. But now it's like, it's having its moment.
Yeah, well, I feel like every time I come back,
it's bigger.
Yeah. And people that didn't historically like country music in my life are asking me about Luke Combs or, and I just think that's awesome.
Isn't it?
Yeah, it's so cool.
Do you know do you as an artist in the genre know what it is? Do you think is it changing the music, country music? Or do you think more people are discovering it as streaming changes, or, just the shit that happens in the real world and people are looking for something maybe that feels a little bit more authentic?
Yeah, I think maybe all that
stuff.
Okay,
I answered the question for you.
Yeah, well, no, I've seen it all. I see it all over the world. Because I think, me particularly, I think I probably travel around the world more than most country artists do.
Sure.
Because I just love that part of what I get to do.
Yep.
And I've just seen it grow steadily here in Australia the last 10, 15 years. And I think that, the last year or two has just reached that point where so many people have discovered it that love it. And, man, we got to play in Germany earlier this year.
Okay, because I was having a conversation with someone about how they thought country, it was a record label person actually, how they thought country would cross over, because obviously in the West it is easier for it to cross over because there's a cultural sort of the people if you're not a fan, you have a cultural understanding, but when you go to places like Germany or in parts of Europe, the sound, their traditional music is not even rooted in the same sound or key that what a country song would be. So did they love it in Germany, or?
Well, yeah, I think because it's just telling really human stories.
Sure.
And I think, sometimes in other kinds of music that gets wrapped up in trying to be cool or trying to be I don't know, famous or something like that. Where
That's
I think
true.
all the country stories are just real stuff. And it was funny, we were playing in it might have been Munich or something like that, and we were playing clubs, 500 cap clubs.
Yeah.
And
is it weird though when English is not their first language and you're out there playing a show singing songs?
They sing along in accents. It's unreal. It's really cool. But we'll talk to them after the show. I would go and meet people after the show and ask them, how'd you get into it? How'd you discover this music? And they're like, well, we drove. I'm not going to try to do their accent.
No, but I get it.
Well, we drove from we work on a farm 2 hours from here, and that culture is everywhere. Around the world. And so I think the real stories and just writing about life kind of resonates across language barriers.
It's very exciting, like to watch it grow, and there's always, it's always one artist or another artist has another crossover moment, and as you said, like Luke Combs, or if it's Morgan Wallen, or you, like, I mean, you did it with Day Drunk a couple of years ago, and then like these songs have these moments that take on a life of their own that really take over the pop culture, mainstream narrative, and then it just keeps growing from there, I suppose, right?
I guess so.
And then you come home and you play sold out tour around the country.
Yeah, man, it's pretty
Which
wild.
is crazy.
Yeah.
And are you doing the Opera House, I saw?
We're doing 2 nights at the Opera House.
Wow.
Yeah. And that's...
You really need to dress up for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, have you got a plan?
I don't know, mate. I'm not one
Suit,
to dress
please.
up usually.
No, you got to do a
but,
suit. It feels very official, that sort of...
it does.
That venue.
I don't know if have they had country music there before.
I'm saying no, and you're the first one. You're
I don't know
christening
what
it. You're the first country artist to play the Opera House.
Yeah, I don't know who they had to talk into to let us play there, but
yeah,
it's going to be a really special night.
Your crowd rowdy? Are your fans rowdy, or are they respectable, or what happens during a Morgan show?
Yeah, they have a good time.
No, it's just because I'm just saying the seats are. It's not like there's plastic chairs in the Opera House. They're like velour.
No,
and they can't pick them up and throw them. And that's what I'm asking is, how do your crowd go with that?
Man, it's so weird. Like, I feel like I'm like mates with my crowd.
Yeah.
And I say that because at the shows, it's a good time. Like, the whole point is like positivity, love, hope, all those kind of feelings.
True.
But they're also the kind of people that if you see them on the street, instead of being like, running over to you or making a scene, they'll just be like, "Hey, man, love your music.
Yeah, see you later."
I'm like, "Thanks, man."
Do you call Nashville's home for you, right? Is Nashville home? Is Nashville home? Yeah. That's a town that's very much like that. You can be like super famous, and everyone in the street is just like, "Hey, that was just Tim. It's just Mitch Morgan, just doing his thing."
It is changing a little bit.
Is it?
Historically, it was like that, but it's become quite a famous town for being famous now.
Yeah.
So it's changed a little bit. And
when I was there earlier this year, it's a crazy place.
Yeah.
Like,
did you like it?
I did. I enjoyed the boot shop.
Did you? The one on Broadway there?
The one on the Honky Tonk Highway or whatever.
Two for the price of one.
Yeah, or 3 for the price of 2.
There you go.
The great boot shop. Did you? I didn't buy any. No. Have you bought your boots from there?
Mate, I can't do like the. I got Blundstones on.
Yeah,
now,
okay,
or like R.M. Williams, but the ones
sure.
that go up further up, I find it hard to get my foot in.
Yeah, no, that's if you got a big calf, those boots aren't for you. If you got a big calf,
maybe it's
those boots
a calf issue.
Yeah, it's a calf issue. But it's a great town.
Yeah.
Morgan Evans hanging out with us tonight. Dude, you want to have a quick game? It's called the One Note Challenge. It's the Morgan edition. Okay, I'll explain how it's going to work. Okay, let's roll the opener. It's a big TikTok thing.
Smallzy's One Note
Challenge.
There's a guy on TikTok who normally plays like one note of a song, and then you have to guess the title and artist of said song.
All right.
From just one note.
Okay.
But this is the Morgan edition. There's a lot of famous Morgans right now.
Okay.
So I'm going to either play a bit of a song or a little bit of a talk, and you see if you got to guess the Morgan, the famous Morgan, from just one note.
All right.
You ready to go? Here we go. Let's try round 1. Is it Morgan Evans, you, Morgan Wallen, Tracy Morgan, or Morgan Freeman?
Shut up. Shut up. Shut up.
That's Morgan Freeman.
Oh.
Shut up. Hello, I'm Morgan Freeman.
Booyah! Yeah, 1 from 1. Okay, good.
So that means we're down to 3 options now.
3,
right?
yeah, I think
it's
so.
Getting easier as we go down.
Here we go.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's Tracy Morgan.
Hey, y'all, I'm Morgan Wallen.
Oh,
whoa.
no! But I did. I was going to say that sounds like Tracy.
Yeah.
That does sound like Tracy Morgan.
Yeah.
Okay, we're wrong. Here we go. Round 3. You can save it.
I'm alive.
Well, that's definitely not me.
I'm alive.
Tracy Morgan!
Yeah. And then I'm guessing the last one should be you. It should be
Margarita.
Yeah.
Margarita.
I sound like a drunk robot. Okay.
There you go. Well,
Fantastic.
not 3 out of 4, not bad, of the famous Morgans.
That Morgan Wallen noise was like, that was pretty
good.
Like,
that was,
yeah.
They dug deep for that one.
Yeah, it did, yeah.
How do you feel about the name Morgan being so famous at the moment? There's just
It's
so many
funny,
of
isn't
you.
it?
There's
Yeah.
so many of you.
When I was growing up, I
There was
didn't
none
know
of
any
you. No.
Morgans. Yeah, but I guess here we are.
Life Upside Down tour starts this week. You're doing, I think, 3 hometown shows in Newcastle.
Yeah, man.
Which is great.
It's a good feeling.
Isn't that fun?
Yeah, I've always wanted to play the Civic Theatre, and now we get to do it 3 times.
Yeah, lovely.
Yeah.
You're going to be here for quite a long period of time playing. I'm just looking at the dates here, all the way through the end of September.
Yeah, this is the longest I've been back in Australia since I left. So,
well, really just dig into it.
I'm
just
feeling good about
get
it.
a bit of Australiana into you.
Exactly.
You're always welcome here, sir. Thanks for dropping by, man.
Thanks, mate. Great to see you.
Smallzy Surgery
is a Nova podcast. For more great shows like this, head to novapodcast.com.au.